Heemanshu sir is the global brand ambassador for Paul John Single Malt and for the single cask program. Sir, we will start from there.
Right.
Single cask program. What is this?
So, in a single malt portfolio, you have your core, your introduction, your flagship, and then you have some select cask that you put across. But then there is this very, very, very exclusive audience that says we have something special occasion coming, or we have some opportunity where we want a completely once in a lifetime liquid.
Okay.
So the single cask means that whatever liquid that comes out of what nature and Goa has given us is bottled and given away.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay.
There is no other intervention where in its pure form we don't even change the alcohol percentage. So if the cask gives 59.1%,
okay,
we will bottle it at 59.1% ABV.
Perfect.
So that's what. And then even if I refill the cask for new make spirit, and even if I age it for the same amount that the earlier cask was, or even longer, it will not be the same liquid.
So can we call it cask strength?
Cask strength is what the output is.
Okay.
But the program is from a single cask.
Okay.
So hence a single cask program. Right.
So you are a stalwart into Indian single malt.
Right.
So can you tell us what is the current situation of Indian single malt?
So at an industry player level, it's captured the imagination of a lot of industry players and even outside, and hence we see that in the near future there are already new brands that have come in. So and there are more that are planning to come. So I think as a industry we will grow because we are right now very few players, and we now have also the Indian Malt Whisky Association, which were founded by four primary founding Indian single malt companies, and now we see a lot more new members wanting to join. We're also in the effort of making Indian single malt a GI, a geographical indicator, so that the industry grows and strengthens as we go. So it's to capture it in one line, it's onwards and upwards.
Okay. And you are also going to put some norms?
Yes.
Around it? So
yes.
That,
there will be norms of what defines an Indian single malt that has been tabled, and that will be part of a GI and also the qualifying parameter to even be a member.
So, I got a iconic myth.
Okay.
And I want you to bust it.
Okay, we'll try.
So, not necessarily.
Yeah.
The best of the best single malts today are from Scotland.
Okay. So, I'll give you an analogy. The tea that is made in your home is the best tea to you when you wake up.
Yep.
Right? The same way the tea that is made or coffee that is made in my home is the best thing that I wake up to. Right? Now, when you come home, the tea that I offer to you is not the same that you have first thing in the morning.
True.
But it is a good cup of tea.
Yeah.
Right? Same way, vice versa. So there is no such thing as the best. Yes, they made the first whiskey, and they had the wisdom to define that, right? But today there are whiskies that come from not only India, they come from Australia, they come from Japan, they come from Taiwan, they come from Thailand, they come from South Korea. So and now France. Now American bourbon has now created, American distillers have now accepted a category and created a category called the American single malt.
Okay.
So it is
not necessarily bourbon, but
it is a single malt.
Okay.
It's not bourbon.
Okay.
It says American single malt made from malt.
Okay.
So yes, the reference point for the world is a single malt from Scotland, but it is not
necessarily.
It is not all encompassing. There are several other single malts that are there. So I think, Malay, since this is also a wine and spirit, so if you remember way back, the perception was French wine was the best wine, right? But there were what were called the old world wine producers, which was France, Italy, Germany, Spain, Portugal. Then came the new world, right? Then came America, then came New Zealand, Australia. Now it's the new world, right? Vietnam is making wine. India, of course, has been making wine. China is making wine. All of this, South Africa, and so on and so forth. So, so all of this doesn't dethrone that the French made the wines most popular.
True.
But there is a world of wines to experience. Similarly, for single malts, there is a world of single malts now to experience.
Perfect. I think this is one of the best, justified answer to this question.
And it's not the last. There will be more countries that will come up with their own single malts.
True. Completely. So, coming down little more specific about Paul John.
Right.
So please let us know the journey of Paul John.
So, John Distilleries was founded in 1996 by Mr. Paul P. John. He came from the background of alcoholic beverages because his father was in the distribution of alcoholic beverages. And so he had that exposure. He also journeyed into consumer products, but then realized that he wanted to come and manufacture alcoholic beverages, and he wanted to build a brand which was of scale. So he started what today is a brand that is well known in Karnataka and in other parts of South India, called Original Choice whisky. And perhaps the pioneer in putting it in a Tetra Pak as well. So he started that journey, and then he also have a hotel business division as well, which is very top end, premium, and so on and so forth. So then he started looking at sometime in 2004 and 5 how to premiumize the alcoholic beverage portfolio. So the first journey started with wines, and hence Big Banyan wines came in, right? Then came the journey on single malts, because obviously because of his travels and everything, he had tasted single malts, and the thought came in that he had a malt plant in Goa, which was used, because even at the category of Original Choice, there was a component of malt in it. And the first company and brand to do so in that segment. So there was a malt plant, and he decided that, okay, why don't we look at building this together as the Indian single malt as a category. Because at that time there was only one player, and he said, okay, let's make it two and start building the category. So he drove that ambition that we can also make a good quality and internationally quality as the stuff that came from Scotland. And to your first question, that the myth. So it was the attempt to bust that myth at that point of time, that India can also make award-winning single malts as a category. Yes.
So when I look at Indian single malt,
So we launched in 2012
Okay.
in the UK.
Okay.
And since then, we are now in 45 countries
Wow.
and over 20 plus duty frees.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, when I look at Indian single malt as an industry, you know, there is a big blessings. You know, one big familial single malt produced in Goa,
Right.
which is a completely different weather. Then somebody producing in Bangalore
Right.
and somebody producing in UP.
Right.
You know, so if I'll ask you that how different Paul John is from the other single malts, leading single malts in India, I think obviously we say that environment, temperature, all those things.
Right.
What are other significant difference between one can see or judge, taste?
See, though the ingredient list remains the same, it's got to be your barley, but you have choices to use 2 row or 6 row,
6 row.
right? So that's the specification that you give to the maltster, that how you want your malting to be done for your unpeated whiskies or for your peated whiskies is your own recipe, which is how my final product will be.
True.
So that is the vision of the founder and the master distiller to translate that into a liquid form. So though the ingredient is just malt, it's like we talked about tea.
Yeah.
How much of tea and which tea you would use is going to be a little different than mine, or maybe the same.
Tea is such a good example. Everybody can easily understand.
Easily understand.
Yeah.
So, you know, so that is something that there are a lot of choices. Like you have a yeast company. The choice of yeast is going to be different.
Yeah.
And that will be a function of what you have done with your raw material.
True.
Of the malt.
Yeah.
So that's the second part. The process of the lautering and the fermentation and distillation, the shape of so many decisions are involved there before the environment and the terroir comes to play. So all those are different recipes and different way that each founder and the master distiller has worked together to see what the output will be. Because once you put that through, it will only take 3 years plus for you to then see what the output of what you had thought and decided and done 3 years ago. That means you have been thinking about it beyond 5 years, because your pot still and everything has been configured with that vision.
Yeah.
So it is the terroir comes into play once the new make goes into the cask. But till we get to the new make, there are multitude of decisions that one has to take. Simple thing, coming back to chai, you will put the chai leaves when the water is boiled or before the water has boiled, will impact the nuance of the tea taste.
Final taste, yeah,
right?
Completely.
When will you put the sugar? When will you put the milk? How much you will boil? All of that is still
contributing to the
still the same ingredient, but the way it is done is different. So that primary things is what gives the DNA, and then the cask and the environment take over and build that DNA into something which is then presented as a single malt.
Okay.
So there are many factors of decision making and what you want to do with your ingredient and the process.
So I got a small, technical question.
Sure, I'll do my best.
We all speak about angel's hair.
Right.
So when I look at Scotland, which is a cold country, versus India, which is a hot country. So can you please put some light on that?
So it's very simple. Just that temperature itself is a major influence of making it, but there are several nuances to it. So continental Europe, higher Japan and Scotland, if you take, the angel share is up to 2%.
Because it's
every
a
year.
cold country.
It's a cold country. It's in near zero or sub-zero temperatures throughout the year. They don't see sunshine very often, right? You look at Goa, average temperature is 25, right, or 30 degrees average. 25 is on the lower side, 30 is high humidity, 70%. In monsoon, it is 95%, right? Gets 300 days of sunshine, right, wherein the monsoons. So all of this influence has an effect on the cask and on the liquid.
True.
Right. So because of this temperature, we lose 10% for the first year and 8% thereafter. Okay. Yeah. So on a 200 liter barrel, first year 10% is 20 liters gone.
Yeah.
Right. And then
180, so you got 8% every year.
8% every year. So that is the effect. Now, whilst that is often quoted, the evaporation, the nature of evaporation is also different in Goa as compared to in Bangalore and as compared to in UP or Haryana or Rajasthan. Because we have our air in Goa is moisture laden and the boiling point of alcohol is lower than water, we lose more alcohol.
Okay.
So our new make at 63.5, we actually lose more alcohol as a part of our angel share. Whereas here, it's a drier climate, they lose more water.
More alcohol.
And the alcohol ABV goes up.
Okay.
So that's the difference.
And then I think it's got a significant impact on the aftertaste.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Wow, nice.
Yeah. So it's at a broader level, yes, 2% versus 10%, 8%, whatever that be. But within that, there is a layer of what we lose more.
And then, when we say we are a 10-year Indian single malt versus a 10-year Scottish single malt, the prices are going to be very, very different. We must be very, very expensive.
Yes, of course. But I don't think, as I said, with the temperature that I said, 1 year of what we call tropical aging, because we are a tropical country. Tropical aging in India or in Goa is about 4 years of aging in these cold climates.
Oh wow!
3 to 4 years.
Okay.
As a heuristically speaking, when I say why is it 3 to 4 years, I'll again come to this famous tea example. You take 2 cups of tea. Okay, tea cups. Put one in cold water. Put hot water. Take the same 2 tea bags and dip it in. What happens with the tea bag in the hot cup of water is that the water is leaching out color, flavor, aroma very quickly.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? It's a hot cup of water.
Yes.
Right? And here, even in the first few minutes, the cold water is not even talking to the tea bag. Right? Now, this cup of hot water, the tea will be ready within 3 minutes.
True.
Keep it longer, it will over extract tannins.
True.
It will over extract bitterness.
Yeah.
Right? And the tea will not be tasty. Right? And at the same time, because of the temperature, you are losing water as well. So it becomes concentrated. Now, if you wait for 10 minutes to get this ready, in equivalent your 10 years, this will be ready as a cold brew, which is also delicious.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
But this one will be overly done and will not be tasty. So, 10 years of tropically aged Indian single malt compared to a 10-year-old in a cold climate, they are two different
Completely two
different. I would say just because they have a common thing called 10 years, it's not comparable.
True. So for a layman, I think we can say that a 10-year Indian single malt is somehow can be compared with a 25 to 30-year.
So if you compare means what? You sit with a 25 or a 30-year-old single malt from the continental Europe or Scotland and sit next to it. Again, those two brews or two distills will be different.
Yeah.
But if you look at their color, you'll find that they are nearly of the same depth and intensity. Not necessarily the same color, but of the same depth and intensity. You look at the mouthfeel, it will be of the same volume, texture, different because this was made with 6-row barley as compared to 2-row barley that they use. But you will see the mouthfeel on its weight and flavor index would be somewhere at par. So again, they will be different. But I'm just trying to draw similarity in terms of weight and structure.
True.
So if you put few drops of water, it will not. This will also not disintegrate, and this will also not disintegrate. They'll be true to their spirit.
Yeah, but there are two different.
So my point, I was actually going to say, why are you even comparing? My point is that accept this as is, as a new category. That's all.
So true. You are 100% right. You can accept it because you understand the subject. Think about somebody, end consumer, going to a Gurgaon retail outlet. You will look at a 10-year Indian single malt versus a 10-year.
Absolutely.
So then
it's education.
Education, awareness. I think that is.
It's a tireless journey.
Yeah.
We are doing it, and we are preparing our next generation of team to also do the same. So yes.
So a little more focus on the single cask, right? So can you please elaborate, and if you can name few brands so that people can connect with it.
So for example, the single cask releases that we have done in India. So the first single cask we did was, I think, around 2020 during the COVID. We did it for the Single Malt Amateurs Club.
Okay.
It was our first single cask release for the members.
Okay.
Followed by again.
And that was how many years, if I may ask?
No, so they see the single cask. Okay, one parameter again is age. But they actually gave us a taste profile.
Okay.
They say that we want a peated whiskey and we wanted to taste a
like
clean
this.
peated whiskey.
Okay.
So we created a portfolio of samples and they came down and tasted and said, this is what we like.
Okay.
They wanted to showcase what tropical aging of a peated single malt will be. They wanted to taste the DNA of the distillery.
Okay.
The second time we did was a 2 series called Alter and Ego. Again, we did it for the Single Malt Amateurs Club.
Okay.
And they said one will be a wine cask finish and one will be unpeated whiskey.
Okay.
So for a single cask consumer, age is just one of the factors to consider. It's not a defining factor.
Okay.
For Indian single malts.
Yeah.
We have experienced that people are looking what is different than our current portfolio and what can they get more from a single cask, which is going to be a once in a lifetime liquid for them.
So can we call it a limited exclusive edition?
It is. So it is a limited edition. Edition means once you have bottled, you will get a finite number of bottles.
Okay.
And once that is drunk and over, it never can be repeated.
Okay.
So that is one. So we have something which is not a single cask, but we have a limited edition which is called the Christmas edition.
Okay.
And we bottle that once every year. And that once that is over, that liquid and that profile is never repeated.
Okay.
So all our Christmas editions have been different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And sir, we heard a lot about your Goa facility.
Yes.
Please tell us more about that.
So I actually just hosted the panel discussion on brand homes, and what was important about that is people now want to know beyond the label that they are drinking. They want to visit the place where it is made. They make a special effort to come and understand how it is made. And once they have experienced that, they feel connected to the brand.
I'm happy because people today, when they are planning for Goa, it is in their bucket list that they will go to this facility, which is really nice.
Right.
Yeah, I think, and that is the way forward. I think somebody, I was talking to somebody, that he said that today the situation is कि हमें नासिक जाना है, तो हमें साई बाबा जाना है, but हमें Sula Vineyards भी जाना है.
Correct.
So I think those things are growing. Those things are making things better for a better future. I think.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And one line from you for the world.
We are now in the era in the alcohol beverage industry that whatever you can think or imagine is possible. So we are from no we can't to we can.
Perfect. That's the best.
Yeah. So
thank you, sir. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.